Welcome to the YouTube video about the Swiss National Bank's SNB annual general meeting this Friday. The Swiss National Bank has come into the spotlight following its role in UBS takeover of Credit Suisse. There's been a lot of controversy over the lack of investor input and the unconventional decision to wipe out 15 billion Swiss francs of Credit Suisse AT1 bonds, and this has damaged Switzerland's long-held reputation for financial stability. N on Friday, the SNB will have to face questions and grievances from shareholders, but this may not be the only issue that comes up. Climate activists will also be seeking to use this opportunity to challenge the SNB's investment policies. More than 170 of these activist shareholders have now purchased an SNB share, and they will be in attendance during the meeting. N they're calling for the SNB to divest from companies that cause serious environmental damage and/or violate fundamental human rights. They're particularly highlighting SNB's holdings in major firms like Chevron, Shell, Total Energies, ExxonMobil, and more. Members of a Ugandan community objecting to Total Energies' East African crude oil pipeline will also be in attendance to voice their grievances. N the activists are demanding that the SNB implement the one-for-one rule, which is a capital requirement to prevent banks from benefiting from activities that are detrimental for the transition to net zero. This would mean that the SNB has to set aside 1 Swiss franc of its own funds to cover potential losses for each franc allocated to financing new fossil fuel exploration or extraction. N motion has been filed in Parliament with support from lawmakers from various parties, which calls for an extension of the SNB's mandate to cover climate and environmental risks. While the SNB has declined to schedule 3 motions tabled by the activists ahead of the AGM, activists hope that their presence will help expand public and political awareness of the issues. N the stakes are high, as the financial risks caused by climate change pose a much larger threat than the potential fallout from Credit Suisse's collapse. It is clear that if the SNB's mandate is extended, other central banks around the world will follow suit. This would have major implications for the global financial sector and beyond. N we'll have to wait and see what action will be taken in the coming days. Stay tuned to our channel for updates.